G'day, welcome back to another episode of Togl. Well, this week the first thing that's on the agenda is to make ourselves some sort of a shelter for our firewood. It's going to start getting wet probably in the next month or so, and then we're in for a very wet winter from what I hear. So yeah, we need to keep the wood dry. So I was scrounging around on Marketplace and found a free trampoline, one of those big circular ones. That's the frame of it behind. So what we did was we assembled that frame, cut it dead in half, and we're going to stand up the two ends. I'm going to put star pickets into the ground, and then I'll wire the bottoms of the pipes to the star pickets just to hold it in, because as you know it gets very windy up here, so it's got to be held down well. And then we'll just cover it in corrugated iron, so it'll kind of look like a piece of one of those big aircraft hangars that you see, the old day aircraft hangars. So anyway, we're going to get stuck into that. Cody's up here to help me, and once we've done that, we need to get down and do some more milling. That should be fine. That one. Close. Yeah, maybe go that way a little bit more. So I was going to wire them, but I'm actually going to use these big screws. They will work perfectly. I might go that one there. Awesome. Alrighty, now we're just going to wire the legs around here like that, just as a temporary measure, because once we start screwing the tin on, it's going to be fine anyway. There it is.
it up, man.
Oh, yeah,
There we go.
Got him.
Make sure I straighten everything up.
Yeah. Yep, yeah. Okay. What?
If you've ever really noticed, you know the way they fucking put screws in sometimes. It's just like,
Oh, so you can feel the tap.
you sort of feel it, and especially when you have a screw in the end of the drill, you really feel what it is.
It's like looking for the
Tapping
for buttons. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Should have my tool belt on so I can have all these screws in. All right, well, I thought I had the camera running for that whole process so I could do a really quick hyperlapse and show you, boom, there it is. But anyway, I don't know when it cut out. There it is, she's done. Now what I will do later on is, once we get to milling, is I'm gonna mill a couple of lengths of timber that are as long as that shed is wide. So I'll put them in horizontally and then I'll screw tin on the back, because predominantly the weather comes in this direction. So all it's going to do is blow rain straight up through there. So I'll get it back onto it, and then that's going to be a really good shelter. We'll be able to stack a whole winter's worth of firewood in that to keep it dry, which is something that we're going to have to get doing over the next few weeks. And the roosters agree, as you can hear. Anyway, we'll go and wrap this up. We're going to head down and start doing some milling in a minute. Well, a slight change of plans. Cody reminded me that we did have some lumber already milled down the bottom, so we're going to get the back put on as well. Let's just get this finished off. We don't have to come back to it then. So you want to come out lower than the pipe, don't you?
Maybe clean the hole out of it.
one beam, and then we'll just put another one over, and they'll actually overlap each other. The next one will kind of go up in underneath, but that's okay because it's going to be covered in tin anyway, so it won't matter. Well, we're done, and as you can see, we've got some grey skies overhead. So, but rain's not due for about another 36 hours, so I think it's just building. But anyway, there's our shed, wood shed. She's all done and looking pretty damn good. I think Cody and I have done a bloody good job on this, and really good to have his help with it today. We smashed it out. Oh, I just got to trim off that. I will trim that corner off in a minute. I forgot I still needed to do that, but yeah, no, she's pretty good. She's like one of those old World War II aircraft hangars. Much smaller version, of course. But yeah, pretty happy with that. And I've got another trail load of wood there Cody brought up. I'll have to start getting unloaded. And yeah, that's going to serve it beautifully.
Well, that evening the aurora alerts were off the charts and we were in for a treat.
How spectacular were those skies last night? Absolutely amazing. And people from right over Western Australia, across South Australia, Victoria, even up into New South Wales were all seeing that aurora. Just incredible. And like the photos I got, trust me, there's way better photos out there than them as well. The people further south, down around Hobart way, some of the patterns were just amazing. Rooster's going off this morning, as you can hear. Anyway, underneath those beautiful skies last night, I went out and did a quick hunt, and just needed a couple of wallabies. If you don't like seeing dead wallabies, close your eyes now. There they are. So anyway, basically it's been nice and cold over night time, so it's great for just hanging them for the night. So basically you've got to gut them straight away. Well, I do. Gut them, hang them, let them chill down overnight, and then so this morning I just need to skin them, and then I will debone them. Now a lot of the bones and stuff will go to the dogs, but then the meat that I've deboned, we've got a mincer now. So I mince that up. That meat, we cook it up with a little bit of veg, and that goes to the Westies. But it is definitely meat that we could eat as well, and in the future I'll cook some up. And I actually would like to make some sausages or salamis or something. I reckon that'd be really cool. Anyway, these three though, they're just for the dogs. So I'll get them skinned, and I'll see you guys back in the kitchen, and I'll show you this mincer and how well it minces the meat. So the next thing you'll see will actually be just like meat that you've bought from the butcher shop, and we'll chuck it through the mincer, and I'll show you how well that's working. Okay, so the meat's all being processed. All of the frames, the skeleton, basically I break that down into smaller pieces, wrap them up and freeze them, and they're for the bigger dogs. They're for Thor and for Diesel. They like to have a bone with their dinner over night time. The rest is this meat right here that I've basically deboned. So that's usually just like the thighs, the back leg area, and the back strap. So now that I've got all of that chopped up, I'll get the mincer out and we'll get to mincing. And there we have it, a bowl of fresh ground mince. Now that meat there, that's as good as you're going to get it. That's not full of fat and chemicals. The meat itself is not full of hormones and, you know, fed on grain and stuff. That's just pasture fed wild wallaby meat, and that's as healthy as it gets for, you know, both us and the dogs. We could quite easily, I could cook that up and make a beautiful bolognese or rissoles or anything, which I will do in the future. Like I said, I want to do some sausages and salamis and stuff, but in the tiny home really haven't got the space at the moment for doing that sort of stuff and hanging meats and whatnot. So I'm just getting my hand in, doing it for the dogs, and then when we're set up better, then I'll definitely get into making some of that sort of stuff. But yeah, beautiful. You look at that, that's, people would think you just bought that at the shop, except that the colour isn't going to change on it like the stuff that you buy at the shops. And as well as doing the meat for the dogs, we are harvesting some honey. I had to go and recover a colony out of a tree the other day, so we're just pressing some of the honey out. So we've got some beautiful honey again. This really is the time of year where we're starting to stockpile everything and get ready for winter. Alright, next task of the day, we're going to go and get some logs. We need to be milling some timber, as I think I've mentioned previously. So we'll take the car and the tractor. We'll get over onto the ridge line. There's a lot of dead trees over there. Some dead and standing, some dead that have fallen down, which is even better. And there'll be nice dry timber for us to mill good posts out of for our next lot of building projects. Cody was up here the other day and it started to clear a little bit of a track out onto this ridge. There's like a spur that runs right out level ground. Sits probably about 70-80 meters above the river. So yeah, we're just going to clear a track in so we can get some of these old logs out. You can see like there's a big dead one that's down. That one's no good, it's got a bit of a bend in it, although the shorter lengths would be all right out of it. Probably make good firewood anyway, but yeah, we'll just make this track down through here and start hauling out logs so that we can start milling. He's done a good job down here. Done a very good job down here.
Not on knots. It works. Not gone nowhere.
No.
So they're really dragging anyway. Oh, crap. Should have gone.
Okay. That there is an 8-metre long pole, which we can't mill 8 metres, but we can mill 4 metres. So we'll just do 2 4-metre lengths. But why drag back 2 4s when you can just drag back 1 8? We'll cut it in half back at the mill.